I am Mark Humphrey and I drive a Mitsubishi Evolution 3 1995.
How did you first get into rally racing?
Was years ago a friend of mine, Ryan Peru, approached me on racing with him. I was a navigator. From there the love just grew, but before that it was from a teenage boy. There's the love of cars and it just continued to grow.
What was your first competition car?
My first competition car was a Subaru GCA.
What was your biggest challenge starting out in rally?
I think my biggest challenge was financials. You have any money to put into the sport, but I think we did quite well for what we did on our budget.
What advice would you give to the youths coming up that want to get into rally?
My advice would always be to make sure that you keep the racing on a racetrack and a rally course or a circuit track. Do not take it on the roads. But on an influential level, I think the group and the community of racers and people is a very strong and well-connected group of people, and I will always vouch for that. So what we have in car right now is a 4G63. It is a fully forged engine. It has manly tough rods. It has all the ACL bearings. It has 272 cams. It has a full valve train upgrade where it's titanium valves, valve springs. We are running right now a FP Green turbo setup, and that's about it.
Why did you choose this particular engine platform and vehicle?
For the choosing of the engine, I've just always grown up around 4G63s. I've always found it to be a very strong platform, and we just kind of fell in love with the engine and the platform from an early year. Currently, right now, the car is on 3 maps. We have one map that is for basic driving to the dyno and to the track. That is about 350 horsepower. We have a secondary map that is for a Group B Unlimited class in Trinidad and Tobago, and it is for 375 horsepower. We have a third map where it is 400 horsepower by 360 foot-pounds of torque. Currently right now the car runs on E85 flex fuel. We run about a 40% mix. We run AEM management, AEM Series 2, and most of the components are AEM.
Have you ever run into any mechanical or engine issues while competing, and what was it like if so?
Yeah, you always encounter issues. My last event a few weeks ago, we ran into some detonation problems. We also had some issues where we were dragging on the rear of the car. The tires were actually dragging on the wheel well. That was down in our times a lot. But yeah, we've had issues where we broke axles. We've had issues where a lot of detonation, you have to back off and things like that.
What setup are you using for suspension?
Currently right now we have 2 setups. What's on the car currently is a Team setup. It has Team Flex coilovers, but the car has a full cage, a bolt-in cage, 6-point. We also have a rare heavy-duty sway bar from Unlimited Racing. We have upgraded front sway bars, links, and we have camber and toe arms in the rear. And that's about the height of our suspension.
Important is suspension during rally racing.
To me, it's actually one of the most important. I believe you can have a lot of power, but if you don't have the right suspension and fitment for the car, you're not going to be able to complete an event or keep up in times with everybody else.
If you have different courses and one of them happened to be more gravel or a little bit more dirt, what kind of changes do you make to the vehicle to accommodate the conditions?
Changing of dampering and your spring rates and things like that are always something that is in question and debate, but I mostly spend time on the dampering and the softening of the springs if necessary.
What would you say is the most important suspension modification that you made on the vehicle?
I like the fender braces that I put on. I found that I got a significant improvement with the performance of the vehicle.
What goes through your mind while going at high speeds?
What goes through my mind? Honestly, I don't think much, to be honest. If I'm racing with cars on the track, I'm always very conscious of the cars around me. But what goes through my mind is trying to get as quick in and as quick out.
If you had an unlimited budget, what would you change?
Wow, on a limited budget, probably everything entirely. If I had an unlimited budget, I would definitely still build an Evolution, but it would be to a much more different specification.
How much testing do you do before an event?
We do quite a bit. I like to kind of be safe. I like to make sure everything is well within the parameters that we look for. So I would say we do quite a bit of testing.
Who would you say is your toughest competitor?
Currently right now, let's say time attack is, I believe is Mr. Guru Singh. He's definitely a very good driver and his cars perform very well.
Which rally event or circuit event do you look forward to most as the year goes on?
We haven't gotten to put a car into the Barbados rally, but that's our goal and aspiration to get the car there.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you during an event?
Craziest thing ever happened to me during an event. I think it was not me driving. It was the driver was Ryan Peru, and we were at the Jack and Jill stage. We were in a two-wheel drive class in a Renault Clio Sport, and we were in the uphill version of a heavy gravel pit road, and our axle more or less disintegrated, snapped, and we had a lot of issues. We had to kind of come off the track just in time for the other cars to pass, and it was a little bit of an ordeal, but it was all safe at the end.
What would you say was your favorite rally car?
Favorite rally car of all time is the 22P GC8.
Do you have anybody that you would like to call out specifically for the upcoming event? Anybody have that you want to settle some beef with or anything like that?
Nah man, we don't have no beef. Everybody is, friends and community. I don't deal with beef, but we are looking for more drivers, and we're trying to grow the sport together. But if I had to call anybody out, it would be very difficult to do.
Anybody in particular you would like to give a special shout out?
Yeah, for sure. Joshua is a big shout out to Joshua because he's always been there helping me with parts, and he's very knowledgeable about the Evolution 3 and Evolutions in general. Big shout out to Dry, my tuner. He's always been top notch. He is highly rated in my regard. Also have to look for the Dish out of Arima. He's one of a kind when it comes to dealing with your electrical systems and your managements and wiring and things like that. Top class guys.